Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking back in, man. Back on the blog, man. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button on your way in, man. I appreciate all the support. As far as this recap, man, shout out to URL for this whole event and everything. It really wasn't getting a lot of shine due to the spaces, but it seems like the battles actually turned out to be pretty decent. You know, most of them was pretty decent. I did not see Chilla Jones versus Serious Jones. I did not see that battle. I do not know who won that battle. I know Serious Jones won on the caffeine vote. So big salute to him because that dude had just been winning battles, bro. A lot of people think he beat Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? Even though he lost in the tournament. And from then on, he just been, people think he beat JC. People think he beat Chilla Jones. These are two crazy pins that people are giving him wins over as far as caffeine app. So I don't know what the regular app looked like, but the caffeine votes are going in his favor. And we got to start giving Serious Jones his credit. I kind of probably should have put him on the stock rise list. There's so many names that you kind of think about, but then you like don't really think about everybody. But he's well deserving, bro. He is very well deserving of being on the stock rise list. So big salute to Serious Jones for what he got going on. And the crazy part is 3 hours before that battle, bro. 3 hours before that battle, Chilla Jones hit me up about being on the stock drop list. You know, like, yo, why you put, you know, he was a good sport about it, but he hit me up. And in my mind, I'm thinking, nigga, don't you got a battle? Don't you got like, why you need to be worried about something other than my list? And then he goes out there and loses. So, that's that. I did not see that battle. So y'all can put in the comments what y'all think about the battle, who won that battle. As far as Anderson, Burrus, and Swave, I was kind of, you know, I didn't really know. I don't know nothing about Anderson Burrus, bro. I got to be honest. I don't know nothing about him. I was, you know, on live saying I felt like maybe he skipped a line or something. I tried to look up his URL battle. He don't really have none. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how he went from like the Crucible damn near to Superfight. That's almost what it seemed like because he battled people. But as far as like URL battles, he don't really have like quote unquote URL battles of any caliber names to be like on. He's on a pretty major card, bro. This is not like an app only event. This is a card where you're being featured. You have a face off, everything. There's a lot of people that have signed deals with URL that has never had a face off before. And Anderson Burrus had that, man. But after watching the battle, I'm not mad at URL diversifying and putting someone like him on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that. And I feel like he was a little bit nervous. But I think after the first round, he shook the rust. Now, I ain't saying he no world beater. He didn't wow me. It ain't like I'm going to go watch a bunch of Anderson Burrus battles or nothing like that. But I will say that it's very disappointing loss for Swave, man. Swave is my man. Very disappointing loss for Swave, bro. I got to be honest with you. Swave has lost like his last 3 battles, bro. He lost to Prep, okay? Whether you think Prep won or not, he lost. I mean, Prep moved on. He lost. So he lost to Prep. He lost this battle right here, and he lost to Bill Collector on RBE that has not dropped yet. People say he lost that battle if you go watch the pay-per-view or whatever the case may be. So those are 3 battles that people are saying that Swave lost. And Swave is my man, so some of it is probably not being interested in the opponents. When you give someone like Anderson Burrus and you give him Swave, you ain't giving him Swave. You're not giving Swave Anderson Burrus to help Swave. You're trying to help Anderson Burrus. You know what I'm saying? And as a battler, you got to realize that, like, yo, URL is trying to help this guy by giving me him. It ain't helping me. It's not like URL put me on Summer Madnesses and Gnomes and giving me big names. They're trying to build up these people. And everybody won't take an Anderson Burrus. So if you want to give him a name, it's like, let me give him a gatekeeper. Let me give him a Swave. There was a time when Swave had to be that guy to get to the next level. And so he beat him. You know what I'm saying? I think he had the jokes, the charisma, the second and third round. He kind of had like the jokes and everything, got way more comfortable. Swave seemed like at times he was freestyling. And I'm interested to see what he's going to say tonight on Restore Order about that particular battle. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see because I don't know. Maybe he think he won. You know, these niggas be thinking they be winning battles, bro, even when they be losing. So I don't know. I'm interested to see his commentary of how he feels about that battle. So salute to Anderson Burrus. I saw the Daylight interview on Hip Hop Is Real where he was kind of clowning Anderson Burrus, saying URL should be booking him and all that. I'm not mad at URL diversifying. Like I said earlier, man, they may bring Frack over here. They, you know, may see more people coming over, bro. You may see more people coming over. And if I'm being honest, sometimes I think a lot of this got to do with A-Ward. Like, yo, we can't get you. So let's go find every white boy we can. Charron, Frack, you know, bring Diz back, bring put Anderson Burrus on a super fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe A Ward would battle Swave. Probably wasn't ever offered him. You know what I'm saying? Probably off. You know what I'm saying? Like, whose sock is higher, Swave or none of them? Probably Swave. So it's like, maybe A Ward would battle a Swave, but he's not getting offered that. You know what I'm saying? So, but you give Anderson Burrus Swave. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird. But shout out to them. Drugz, Luke Castro. Luke Castro disappointing, bro. He's on his way to the stock drop list. It is what it is. He's disappointing, bro. He done lost to Rum Nitty on the app. He done lost this battle right here. He ain't won a battle since Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Fonz in front of Chris Breezy. And these are bad losses. Fonz spanked them. It's not like a good back and forth. So you got 30 by Drugz. You got 30 by Fonz. 30 by Fonz, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, these are bad losses, bro. These are your peers in your own class. You know what I'm saying? In your own era. Losing to Rum Nitty, no big deal. Rum Nitty is one of those dudes. And you on the West Coast battling in his backyard. You losing to Drugz and Fonz. These are two people in your new era class. It's just not a good look, bro. Luckily for him, he beat Mike P. He beat Arsenal. He got some good wins under his belt. But Luke Castro definitely is already in the spotlight for 2022 as already being a down year for him. He got to win his next win or he finna be an app-only guy. So, salute to Drugz. Let me say this about Drugz, man, because I think he get a bad rap. And I actually think he's better than... Him and Ryder, to me, are better than they're advertised. You know, I see things about them that could make them bigger than what they are. I don't know why they're not bigger, because they don't put it together when they get the opportunity. Drugz obviously battled Arsenal and some other people. He just didn't beat these guys. So, and he didn't beat Danny Myers and stuff. So he's battled the names and he didn't beat the names he needed. When I watch him and Yoshi and him and Luke Castro, the potential is there. It's there. He just got to put it all together, man. He got to put it all together. So same with Ryder. They got to put it, when they get these names, they got to put together these type of performances. They can't expect Luke Castro to choke 3 rounds or 2 rounds and get the win that way. You got to come out there and beat these guys. But salute to Drugz, man. I'm glad he got a win, because when you in a group and you trying to do your thing and you in the Goonies and you trying to get to where the status of a twerk, it's hard to make your name felt. Because if we were to list the Goonies from top to bottom, we're going to look at Twerk. We're going to probably look at Jack Boy, maybe Ace, and everybody else. And I don't know if that's the order, but I'm just going by visibility and how much they promote. That seems to be the order. You know what I'm saying? So if at the end of the day, where is Drugz? I don't know if Drugz is the worst Goonie. But status-wise, he may be under a lot of these other guys because of his visibility and because he hasn't capitalized on all his battles. So I'm glad that he got these wins, because he's probably more talented than he's showing in past battles. And he said it at the start of the battle. If you watch the start of the battle, he says, I ain't supposed to be back on caffeine. All y'all been doing was calling me for short battles. And he did tell me that. I spoke to Drugz, and Drugz told me, you think I wanted to battle these guys on short notice? They're calling me with 10 days prep, telling me you battling Arsenal, telling me you battling this dude. So if you turn it down, it's just like, I don't know when I'm going to get another opportunity. So that this accelerated caffeine thing is making people battle on short notice. Gluezy told me the same thing when I interviewed Gluezy. He told me the same thing. When I talked to Gluezy, I don't even think I put that interview out. When I talked to Gluezy, he told me the same thing, bro. That's one of his problems with URL. They threw battles together so fast he couldn't prepare. So every time he go up there and choke, it looked bad, but he was afraid. Listen to this. They are afraid to turn the battles down because they don't ever know when they're going to get another opportunity, bro. So shout out to Drugz for that. JC Charron. Let me talk about this. JC Charron. This was a good battle, bro. This is a good battle. And I know JC won on caffeine votes because we've been seeing a little bit of a trend. You went on the app. You went on caffeine and you lose on the app. It would not surprise me if Charron actually wins on the app of this battle. I went back and watched. Obviously, let me read some of these bars, bro. Let me go over some of this stuff. JC comes out in the first round. Obviously, he talks about, the whole smack situation with the K-Shine and, you got smacked by him. Out the gate, he brings up Charron getting smacked by K-Shine. I'm a veteran with grace. You'll be the one. You'll never be the one. I take a elegance, grace, elegance. Nothing super crazy. This fool had to get the staples removed by a crypto. That was a nice line because the staples changed. JC first round, I felt kind of light in the first round. Charron first round, he's everywhere. He's everywhere in the first round. You got the crypto rebuttals. You know, JC, you the dude that'll get no respect. Every time you on Twitter talking about Serve, have you picked me yet? That was kind of funny. You think you're an MVP, you'll never get a real name because Brandon is your downfall. I like that. Beasley trying to get rid of this kid for that new. That was kind of funny. Many current event bars, but that's kind of what he's known for. He kind of can OD on the current event bars. I ain't gonna lie. You need to work on that, Charron. You don't let the 4 clap, your URLs doormat. They should give JPG, PGs, your image don't fit this format. That's crazy. You don't let the 4 clap, your URLs doormat. They should give JPGs, your image don't forget this, don't fit for this format. Obviously JPG image. That's crazy. You're getting murdered by Charron. Think Jackboy versus John. I'm dropping 30 on a gnome. His first round, clearly Charron, bro. Clearly Charron in the first round, man. He just ran with it. The second round, he took the angle of, JC took the angle about, you know, you try to get down, you try to get on Oops and for going through his mental depression. He made me feel bad. I put Oops on the stock drop list. I don't know, mental depression at all, man. I put Oops on the stock drop list because every time I watch an Oops battle, this nigga talking about Daylight and Oops. So shout out to Oops, man. If you whatever it is you're going through, I hope that work out for you. Had a lot of, you know, talk about how he comes in his culture, disrespects a lot of you know, disrespecting Oops, how he didn't respect it. That was kind of his angle. You made it uncomfortable for us to walk down the streets with hoods on. So we made these hoods uncomfortable for you. I like that. Basically saying you got a problem with us putting our hoods on in the hood. So now we made these hoods so ghetto and street that we made it uncomfortable for you to walk down. You won beer from an avocado joke. JC's second round, a lot of substance. I didn't really like Charron's second round, and I thought like he just came out rapping. His second round starts kind of awkward. He just comes out rapping. White man can't jump. That means I'm shooting J's a lot. That was cool. I'm so rich when prep goes to the bank. He pretends to be me. That was pretty funny. But JC to me clearly wins the second round. The third round, bro, a lot of them had overused angles, man. You know, I felt like Oops kind of recycled. Not Oops. I'm tripping on Oops. I feel like JC kind of recycled the race angle in this battle too. So in the second round, he's talking about Oops and how you kind of disrespecting a black man in a black culture. And in the third round, he's kind of talking about the same thing. You come into the culture disrespecting people, but you're not appreciative of being in our culture. And that was kind of his angle, second and third. But Charron did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He talked a lot about, you know, you won't surf in the first round and came back and like, oh, you chasing surf, you chasing Lux. You know, Smack won't put you on a gnome. He kind of touched on that earlier. You'll never get a gnome. He kind of started to say some of the same things. But one of the bars I like from JC when he was like, when you come across this stage, what did he say? When you come in this room, be thankful that you're here, but then also be thankful that you made it home. Like, we want to let you know that you're still a white boy in this culture. Be lucky that we allowed you to get home. That was fire from him. But Charron's third round, I think is kind of being a little slept on, bro. I think it's kind of being a little slept on. And one of the reasons why it didn't start off that great, it started off with kind of a bunch of rappy rap stuff. I'm going to show you about my pen and all that. But when he got to the second part of his third round, I'm going to kill you. I kill people out of boredom. I used to post my pics of my dead bodies. I'm going to post more of them. That was fire. Let me see. After all the dance jokes, they couldn't even invite you to Chris Brown's mansion. That was kind of funny. Your dancing is lit. I could teach you a couple moves. I could choreograph some ish. Choreograph. He had a pretty nice third round. He rapped longer than JC in the entire battle. It seemed like every round he was rap longer than JC by at least 30 to 45 seconds. So that's something to pay attention to. And it's something about, let me say this, bro. I got to say this, man. I don't like JC's style of rapping, bro. He got bars and everything. Some of y'all going to feel me on this. I do not like JC's style of rapping. And this is what I mean. JC says a bar, ain't got to do a 360 every bar, bro. He say a bar, he got to look, he got to get up, and he got to walk around. And he got to turn around and walk around and look at the crowd.
I could send a hit or grab the chrome. It'll be the same. Your Civic flipped either way, like a palindrome. I am not...
It don't flow, bruh. It do not flow. Go back to his first round. Every time he set a bar, it's like he's waiting for a reaction. And he looks crazy, walks around, he's looking at the people behind him. He's looking at Smack and Lil Slap and all these other people. And he just doesn't rap. Rum Nitty does the same thing, bro. And I don't know where they started doing that. But I hate this waiting on a reaction. I hate this walking let me spin around after every bar and pause. I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. And that's what they do. But if JC won this battle, it's because he had more substance. Charron just kind of seemed like he was just rapping. And even though he had a lot of nice bars, you know, I used to post pictures of my dead bodies. I should post more of them. That's a nice bar. But when you don't have any angles or anything, 3 rounds of just rapping a bunch of current event jokes may not always go well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not such a JC stan that I can't appreciate what Corey was saying. Corey, why I keep calling this Corey? Charron was saying. You know what I'm saying? So for me, JC won this battle right now. 2-1. Do not be surprised if Charron, when you look up about 6 months from now, you go back to the app, be like, man, Charron actually beating JC on the app. Don't be surprised, bro, because I think some of that little black angle and you're a racist and you came in our culture disrespecting us and blah, 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 blah. That was 2 rounds of that. And that talking to you and talking to you and talking to you don't have no punchlines. And sometimes people don't like that. And then that rappy rap, punchline, 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 punch, don't have no substance. And some people don't like that. I think this battle going to be neck and neck. And I actually kind of prefer Charron's rounds a little bit more. But I can appreciate an angle. And that's why I'm not mad at JC won the battle 2-1. That's my thoughts on this particular super fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they're doing another event like on the 29th. Or 28th, 29th, right before Midnight Madness. It looks like it's going to be a volume. So I don't know who's on the card, bro. I don't know what's up with Freeway and Cassie. I don't know when that card is coming on. There's going to be another Max out coming soon. I don't know the date. Probably in February, the beginning of February. So more battle rap coming, man. But I'll try to keep y'all posted, man. And I got some more videos coming for y'all, man. So just subscribe to the channel, bro. Holla at your boy.